Go for returning to the Gcor grid to not make any risky, dodgy moves, or do you think he can be clean again?
No, I don't. I think he's a rubbish driver. I think he should stay away from racing altogether. That's it.
Feeling about along with you, Chick, Dino, and Beast Mode now being all on the grid with 4 icons. Do you think that's going to bring any more on-track rivalries and incidents, or do you think you're going to respect each other like the champions and race winners you are?
Personally, I don't think anyone's going to be near me on the field, so I won't have any issues.
Good confidence there from you. Now,
It's actually going to be for Nas. Nas, you've only shown like your true pace once, and that was in qualifying at Singapore when you actually managed to get pole in those mixed conditions. Obviously, you've not been able to do any other like proper race pace because of desync. Do you think this week your problems will be better?
Nope, not at all. I have.
Going to be on Coward. Obviously, last week you were fortunate and unfortunate at the same time, especially with that late safety car. Just tell us what were the emotions?
Depression is a big word that I'm going to have to use here. That's 2 race wins I've been. But yeah, can't wait for this race.
Critic to the stewards. Why do you think that you obviously feel that you're being targeted?
Maybe it's because I'm black. That's what LAG says.
It's going to be for Nas now. Obviously, your season's been terribly impacted with reliability and issues like that. Do you think that you could even get a win or a podium this season?
100%.
Where at? Where would it be?
Today,
At Monaco.
I'm going to win. I am going to win from pole.
So you're feeling confident today. What makes you say that?
I'm better.
I'm so glad that's gone. I'm okay. I'm gonna do 2. I agree with the Monaco take. Monaco would be fun, but then we get into this part where there's a little bit too many street circuits. So then we gotta think about getting rid of one. But like a normal track that I'd want to see is low-key if Spain was on schedule. Chef Kiss. That's low-key tough. But, I mean, I like most of the tracks. Besides Portugal and France. Why do we still... I don't get it. Who wants it? France, very controversial last year. And Portugal, I literally lost the race because of a stupid curve. I hate both those tracks. They're my New Mexico. Get rid of them. Like, any other track. Actually, no, I don't say any other track. Just give me Spain, Monaco.
another one for Chick. And obviously got the clean sweep last time around here in Singapore, qualifying, fastest lap, and the win. We've obviously talked about pole, but for the win, Jinx, Singapore's going to be a good way to properly jumpstart your season after the podium in Australia, or do you think it's going to be a couple more races until you properly build on that?
I mean, if we manage to win at Singapore, wow. I mean, I have to go to church the day after to thank God because I don't see that happening, I'll be honest. Dino Bambino.
But Singapore's been one of your weaker circuits, having never scored a podium here in the modern era of GCOR. Do you think that's going to change this weekend, or do you think it's just going to depend on weather, tyre wear, and what happens on track?
Well, on the old games, my pace wasn't the same as it is now, and obviously I had issues with qualifying. In the one where I qualified second, I was the unfortunate bystander in a crash between Sidkofa and Cyrax, so that was just unfortunate. But if I'm now in front of them, but if I get pole because obviously I'm way faster now, then I'm not going to have any issues on it. So.
Move, and one that you could add, what would that be for you personally? And it can be for any reason, and why?
Probably Saudi, I'll be honest. Like, if we're going off last season's results and last season's experience, Saudi definitely was our worst weekend pace-wise. As you said, I qualified P6, and the only reason I finished P2 is because obviously we had I don't know what it is. I just struggle there. And I'd probably replace it with Monaco. Actually, I do miss Monaco. I know it's quite biased because obviously last season I managed to get pole there and get the win. But, you know, just the vibe around Monaco, like, you got the beautiful yachts. You got obviously the principality. You got these beautiful women. You got everything, man. Like winning around Monaco is just a dream come true, man.
Rumoured of a chance to join Mercedes next season. The question is this all fabricated rumours with no evidence, or have there been things happening in the background that we haven't seen yet, and are you fully committed to Alpine for the future?
Well, I've already got my contract signed with Alpine for next year, whilst all these Mercedes rumours were flying, so I think it's all fabricated. There have
Fair.
never been talks with me and Mercedes for a seat, and I'm fully committed to Alpine for next season. And obviously the GN7 team are down in P3, over 50 points behind Alpine and the Constructors. Do you think that fighting for either of those titles is possible this season, or if one more than the other? Or do you think GN7 will sacrifice the drivers for the Constructors or the other way around?
Did you just say 50 points? Jeez, I didn't think we were that far behind. Wow.
Yeah, the actual gap is
50 points. Nah, that's crazy.
56 points, I think, off the Constructors after 3 rounds.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, we're GN7, right? We can do anything. At least that's what I believe. But it's gonna take a monumental turnaround. Fighting for both the championships, obviously Drivers' Championship individually. That's my aim every season. I know this season we're struggling a little bit, but as soon as your aim stops being, to become world champion to win races, that's when you got to stop being a racing driver.